and welcome to another video here with Sprinterra. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into one of the core components of our upgrade program, which is the customization management aspect of it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the high level of our program, which at this point, hopefully you've started to become familiar with seeing as you've looked through some of our YouTube videos. But this is the comprehensive program. This is what's involved all the way from the initial assessment through post-upgrade support once the upgrade is live in production. Now, today we want to talk through one core piece of this program, which is the customization management. So this is what our customization process looks like. So at a high level, we're going to take the customizations that you have that are working well in your current version, version A, let's call it, and we're going to review those customization packages. We may refactor the code, we'll do technical validation, we'll do some testing to make sure that everything is working well in version B, which is the version that you're going to. Once all of that has been done, we're going to deploy it into production at the time of the upgrade, and then we'll provide ongoing support for the remainder of that year as it comes to these different customizations that we managed. Now, that's pretty standard in the sense that that's a part of every Acumatica upgrade, is reviewing customizations and performing whatever steps are required in order to make sure that they're up and running for that next version. How we do it is something that's very interesting, and that's where we have gained a lot of efficiencies, is the how. So I talked a little bit about the what, which is, what are we going to be doing with your customizations, and essentially is prepping them for that new version. So let's talk a little bit more about the how, and go through how this might make sense for you, and how we may be able to help improve your current process. So we've built an automation tool which can quickly assess an existing customization package and do a couple of different things. So step one is we put the customization package or the source code into our tool. So that's step number one, is the input. What this tool does is a couple of things. First, it gives us an assessment on the complexity of the customization package. This can range from extra small all the way up to extra large. And this is just based on the number of components that make up the customization package. Next, it goes through an Acumatica version compatibility verification. So this is looking at your current version, and then it's looking at the future version that you're going to, and it's identifying any pieces of the customization package which need to be updated in any sort of way in order to be fully compatible with that next version that you're going to. The next piece is technical validation. So this reviews the code for all of your customizations, and it puts this code up against the same criteria that Acumatica uses, the same standards they use when they're evaluating an ISV's code and determining whether or not to bring them into the ecosystem. So it performs this technical validation, and it provides feedback on where is this code potentially not in compliance with the core coding tenets for Acumatica, and where is there room for improvement as far as the health of the code, the way that the code is written, to make sure it's in compliance with all of these different standards. We've got automated functional testing, and there's also an element of AI-powered code review, which is in the works as well. You put this all together into one neat bow, which is our customization automation tool, and it generates a neat report summarizing all of the output. So we're going to take a look at this, and this is just some snippets from the overall report. It's a much larger report with much more detail, but this at a high level is what it looks like. It's going to give us based on the evaluation of the package, it's going to determine the complexity. It's going to give you a compatibility assessment with current version versus the next version that you're going to. So hard errors, warnings, overall evaluation. This is just the summary. There would, of course, be a much more comprehensive write-up which details the warnings and the errors that are a part of this. It's going to do the technical validation, where it's going to say, in this case, it passed 21 of the requirements and one of them it failed. And then it would detail out exactly where it failed, what needs to be done to address that. And then also here, it just details out all the different components of the customization package. So this is at a high level, the core tool that we're using to power our customization management. So this makes that process of converting a customization package so that it's ready for version B so much more easier. It takes away many of the manual steps and allows our developers to have a very clear and concise idea of what steps are required in order to get this package ready for that next version. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll see you in the next one.